how to get on the right track to get everything that you want in life. This is a video. It's for everybody, but it's especially for the young men, because as a man, I understand what it is to be a young man. I've walked that path. I've found success in many areas, so it's something that I can speak on. And also for young men, if you have a future ahead of you, you have got the best chance of changing. Again, it's possible if you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, but if you're younger, then it's just going to be easier to help. So, you can watch everything I say in this video is going to apply to anyone of any age, but yeah, disclaimer. So today, right now, hanging out with Freckles, about to go to the farmer's market, not with the sheep, and then gonna go on a, I don't know, up to a 32-mile bike ride. Probably won't be that long. But yeah, it's gonna be a good Sunday. And in this video, just want to meditate with you on things that I learned, things that I did well, things that I didn't do well, things that you should do, things that you shouldn't do. And I think the place that I'm going to start as for anyone, but especially for young men, but for anyone, is your highest priority needs to be your health. You need to invest the most money in your health. You need to make life decisions for your health. This is going to pay you off in many ways. Your health is we're talking about take care of your parts. This is your physical body, of which you'll do everything. Your body is how you earn money. So the better health you are, the more money you can make. Your body is how you have energy and experience the day. So the more you take care of your body, the more good moods you're going to have. Being healthy is going to help you enormously socially, with friends and with women, attracting people into your life. They notice you take care of yourself. It's going to help you with leadership. It's going to help you with other people. People are going to see you as a leader. Being healthy, it's going to force discipline from you. It's going to force you to set rules and boundaries for yourself, which are going to expand outwards. It's going to help every area of your life. So a big mistake that I've seen a lot of my friends make, especially as young men, is not focusing on their health. That means taking careers and jobs that are very suboptimal for their health. It means having poor habits that are bad for their health, whether that's the drug abuse, the drinking, the staying up too late. I took give me some examples of some of the things that I did that have helped me in be in such a good position. Well, a lot of my friends were taking high-paying jobs out of college. I took a pretty low-paying job. That was, some of you know, was the content creation job for Magic the Gathering at a website called Channel Fireball. My payout of college was $1,600 a month, but it was almost sort of like a 4-hour work week situation. So the first 2 years out of college, I worked out like 8 hours a day. I went to the soccer field and got sunshine and ran around outside in the morning. I went to the weight room and played basketball in the evening, and I went to the pool and swam at night, and I slept like 10 hours a day. And all my friends were getting ahead of me in their careers. But 10 years later, man, look at the health I'm in, look at the health they're in. And what happened is I had all this time to think, I had all this time to plot, I had all this energy, and that allowed me to start my own business. That also prioritized my health. It allowed me to switch to working in agriculture, which is incredibly good for my health, working on an organic farm. It allowed me to set all these good habits where, man, at 31, I'm in my peak, I'm in my prime, and that's only because I prioritize everything for health. And if there's anything that I did right, that was it. And if there's anything you can do, I recommend it. Take pay cut if necessary, if it's going to improve your quality of life and your health. 1,600. A couple years later, I was making like 2,000 a month, and I spent $1,000 a month on food. $1,000 on food, $500 on rent, and then I had $500 to spend on, whatever. Not a lot of money, and a lot of people would be like, Trav, you're spending too much money on food. You don't need to spend $35 a day on food. You should save some of that money or reallocate it. But it's like, yo, this is my body. I'm going to make more money later, but I'm not going to get my health back. And guess what? kept my health and I made more money later, because your pay is going to go up, but your health's going to go down. So you got to focus on your health. And trust me, you're going to make more money this way in the long run, because you're going to be more effective, more efficient. You're going to be more, just better. And again, like, it's just socially, the sort of relationships you have, the friendships with men, going on runs and sports and working out, aspirational, and then just being so much more attractive to women, and again, being aspirational and being able to do fun things, swimming, surfing, hiking, running, whatever it is. Yeah. So taking care of your health is the big one. Taking care of your money is also important, because it's such a good quote, is uh, wealth doesn't buy everything, but poverty can't buy you anything. So you got to put the right amount of the goal is to enjoy your work and to get paid to do it. So hopefully you have a job that you like. That's the more important thing, and that it aligns with being healthy. But it could also be starting a business that's highly leveraged in terms of a low amount of your time for a high amount of output, which is going to allow you to spend a lot of time doing whatever, whether that's working out or traveling or exploring. Um, that's something that I money's money's sort of a long discussion here, but trust that your income's going to come up later, and you'll be able to make plenty more money later. And your 20s is building a foundation of health and good habits, and also traveling, because in your early 20s especially, you have this experience where you can travel the world and meet all these people with a little responsibilities, and you can stay in youth hostels. Maybe with COVID it's going to be sort of delayed, but there's still versions of this that you can do. Whereas that opportunity is going to pass once you have kids, once you have dogs, once you're older, you can't hang out with kids or young 20-somethings. So getting that experience to travel and acquire memories, and it's like these tattoos are an example of something that I did right. It's not something that I talk about too much, and I should make a video on that, but I went to like 14 different tattoo parlors. And each little piece, I think back to the friend that I was with and the tattoo artist and the place that I was in, because I got my tattoos in France, Sweden, Japan, Mexico, Venice, California, Humboldt, California, Washington, D.C., Texas, Vegas, Colorado, Seattle, all these cool places. So focusing on experience early on and letting the money come to me, that worked, and that's something I can recommend for you. Your pay is going to go up, you're going to make more money later. Really focus on experience and health when you're young. I think it's important for you to get to the right place in life before committing to a single person. Maybe I'm right on this, maybe I'm wrong, but I see, basically you want to make sure you're living in the right place, because when you're coupled, it's more likely you're going to get stuck. So you want to just be sure that you find the right place to live, and your partner wants to live there too. One thing that I've definitely learned through failure is if she don't want to live where I want to live, then the logistics just don't work. We're not going to be together. So you can travel with the partner too to find the place, but I think part of traveling in your 20s is not just going on an adventure, but is also scouting and planning and saying, hey, where do I want to live? And that's what I did, I found a cool place to live. And I had to look and I had to travel to do that, and I had to be deliberate. It's like, where I want to live? The fence is a little bit fucked up. Try to fix this. So many rocks. I don't think it's gonna stay. Come back to this in a minute. Okay, What else can I recommend? Try a bunch of different things, experiment, right? You don't know the job that you're going to want to do, the career you're going to want to be in if you don't try multiple things. You don't know, you know something appears, but you don't know how it is going to feel. So experiment, try a bunch of different things, live in a lot of different places. Here's another thing. This mattered for me. Nobody has any patience anymore to do deep work because they don't have boundaries of turning off their phone. And so nobody can focus and sit down and read books. I read 1,000 books in my 20s, and it set me so far ahead of the competition. It set me so far ahead. It set me up so much to be successful. Books on health, books on building business, books on social life, all sorts of biographies, true stories of all the famous people, religious books, books on money, books on social life, and I absorbed so much, and I had to give up a lot of just other things I could do. Didn't watch any TV, didn't watch any movies, didn't go out to parties, just studied and read books. But guess what? It set me up so far. So if you're like, oh man, I don't want to read books, well, you have got to learn some delayed gratification, being a little bit patient, and doing some things that maybe aren't that fun, but you know are going to set you up for the future. So those are the basics that I'm going to leave with you in this video. It's a lot to digest, it's a lot to do. I shared a lot. So comment down below what's something that you're definitely going to do, take action on from watching this video. What's something that, oh, I guess one more thing is getting sober. Man, you know, I don't know why I ever smoked weed when supposedly I was focused on health. I thought it was fine for my health, but it turns out not really. It's bad for my sleep. It's just bad habit, set poor boundaries. So, you know, going into my 30s, being totally sober is a really wonderful and powerful thing that I can recommend and hope for you as well. So if you made it to the end, comment down below what's something that you're going to take from this video that you're going to do, and I'd love to hear it. So appreciate you, much love, talk to you soon. If this is a real video, make sure to turn on the bell notifications too. Make sure to share it with a friend, if you know someone, if you're on this life together, another young person, and you can work together towards a greater future together. There's more to it than that, but just sharing from my experience would have been some of the biggest things for me. Okay, appreciate you, much love, peace, I'm out.